Y'all ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the New York born, Las Vegas made, always getting paid, with the Usain Bolt fast, the one to beat, but good luck with that. The man who never sleeps, and neither does his podcast. The notorious, but glorious, can do everything except Boris. Has the funniest jokes, is always woke, the podcast GOAT, the man with the plan, aka your host, Killer Cam. Now kick back in your seat, and we welcome you to the podcast that never sleeps, Killer Cam, and witness greatness.
Yay, yay, yay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast that never sleeps. I am your host, Killer Cam, a.k.a. Cam, a.k.a. Cameron, a.k.a. Chiboy. So, welcome back. Very happy to have you. Guys, lots to talk about, okay? I got new segments, right? Chiboy got this shit on lock, okay? So, I'll tell you what. I actually, was sort of nervous coming into this one. I don't get nervous, dude. I don't get nervous, right? Because your boy's got the goods and he knows how to talk, right? So he knows what to do, so he doesn't get nervous. But your boy's gonna be honest. He was a little bit nervous coming into it. Those nerves have shed is right. The nerves have shed. Okay, the talking not so much there, but the nerves have shed. I'm home. This is literally my home, but also this. My home. You guys are home. Do you understand that? You are my home. Okay, just let that sink in because that's real shit. So let's get to the first topic at hand. My mom said I drink too much. I said, no, mother. No. This is where you're wrong. See, I don't drink too much. You've just been watching my podcast, and you've only seen me on my podcast recently. And I drink on my podcast, so you've only seen me drink lately because you only see me on my podcast and I drink on my podcast. So that's why. So, Ma, your boy's okay. And I even promised her I wouldn't drink like 2 days before, 2 days after my podcast. So you're welcome, okay? I'm doing this for you, Mom, because I love you. Yes, you might have noticed a little Buddha. It just reminds me to center myself, right? And to be peaceful when I have those urges to punch someone in the fucking mouth. Because your boy's got a little mixed martial arts training, not a big deal. Your boy can fight with the best of them, no biggie. So I remind myself, hey, you don't got to beat the whole world up, Cameron. Some people might be on your side, or they can't defend themselves as well as you can. So don't hurt the little guy, because I'm 6'5". Don't look that up. Anyway, moving right along. So, two things I want to let's go one at a time. Actually, I always make lists. It's because I'm such a fucking scatterbrain. I got to make lists, mental lists. I'll say number 1, whoop-de-whoa. Number 2, blase-blah. Number 3, ha-ta-ta, right? So I got to make lists so I can compartmentalize my brain, okay? Because there's a lot going on. Like, think of how you think, right? You got like, oh, you're thinking about this and this. Oh, thinking about work, thinking about this here, thinking about your mom, thinking about your dad, thinking about sister. Or not family, thinking about other stuff, thinking about your girlfriend, thinking about your boyfriend, thinking about whatever. So times whatever you think by 1,000, and that's where my head's at, okay? So wherever you're at, where you're like, oh shit, I got to take the trash out, right? It's trash day, I got to do this, I got to do that. Yeah, but your boy's on another level, so he's got to, that shit going nonstop. So he's got to compartmentalize a little bit, right? So one of the things I do, your boy's got notes. And one of the notes, as you'll see, is what does prolapsed anus mean? Yep, that's real. Will I look that up now? Probably not. Will I ever look it up? Probably not. But is it written down? Sure is. What does it mean? Don't know. Prolapsed anus. Cool. If you know, write it in the comments. Let your boy know. Because he's not going to look it up. Because he doesn't have the time, right? Because he's a busy guy. So now that we got that out of the way, no more pleasantries. I do want to talk about, boom, got a big UFC card coming up. So welcome to the MMA Minute. I don't have a graphic or anything, so I'm just going to call it the MMA Minute. Is it going to be just 1 minute? Nope, it's going to be longer than that. But I do want to talk about this just for a moment. So, guys, if you don't like UFC, I don't care. Trust me. Just listen. It'll be over quickly. That's what I said to her. That's not funny. I was going to say that's what she said, but that wouldn't make sense, right? Anyway. No, Mom, you drink too much. But I stopped drinking. Shh. All right, so first fight. It's the one you're looking at, right? Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. You boys got Charles Oliveira. I know. So here's what it's going to be. I don't 100% have Charles Oliveira. Here's the deal, right? It's either going to be Charles Oliveira by finish, or it's going to be Islam Makhachev by decision. That's the facts. Because Charles is going to take him, and his striking is superb. We've seen him knock out Michael fucking Chandler, who's a straight striker, right? Justin Gaethje, a beast striker, taking these dudes out. He's a monster. So Charles Oliveira, I think he's going to take him down. Next, we have Jermaine Sterling versus Tj Dillashaw for the bantamweight title. By the way, the Charles Oliveira Islam Makhachev fight is for the lightweight title of the world. Crazy, dude. Because Charles Oliveira should have it, but he didn't make weight, and so they stripped him of the belt. So the only one that could have won that belt in that fight was Justin Gaethje. Anyway, so Jermaine Sterling versus Tj Dillashaw. Jermaine Sterling is our champion. He won from Fiorion, and then he beat him again decisively the second time. And but he's fighting Tj Dillashaw, and I've seen Tj Dillashaw upset a few mother truckers. And I've also seen Tj Dillashaw get upset. I've never seen Tj Dillashaw upset, but I've seen him upset and get upset. You know what I'm talking about. And so I'm actually going to pick TJ. I'm picking Dillashaw. And I just think his striking is going to... I thought that about Fiorion, but Aljo's so good on the ground. But TJ's a really good wrestler, way better than Fiorion is. So I think because he has that skill set, I think he can take out Jermaine Sterling. Next fight on the card is... And I'm going backwards. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Anyway, I start with the headlines, baby. I start at the top because that's where I'm at. I start where I'm at, and I work my way down to you people. So Fiorion versus Sean O'Malley. So Sean O'Malley's never been tested like this. I think Fiorion's gonna his striking is superb. He may be the best boxer in UFC, and I know that's probably gonna get a lot of backlash, but I do believe Fiorion might be one of the greatest just straight boxers in UFC. And Sean O'Malley's never had a test like Piotr. But he has that idea of, you pay me for the fight and I'll do it. But if you pay me chump change, I'm going to fight chumps, right? And some people agree with that. I do. And some people don't. One of you out there. William, I see you. You don't. Anyway, next fight. Beneil Dariush versus Matt Gamrot. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Gamrot. I'm pretty sure it's how you say his last name. He's Polish, dude. I don't know. They got crazy ass names, man. Like Beneil Dariush isn't? No, I know. I get it. But I take Beneil because he's a better fighter. Anyway, so that was fun. I'm glad you stuck around for the MMA Minute, guys, because that was fucking dope, dude. Best segment yet. Do you agree? Yep. So dope, dude. You're killing the fucking podcast game. You're taking this shit by storm, my guy. Stop. You're too sweet. You're too sweet. All right. So, anyway, that was a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, that's what she said. Let's go to my bread and butter, and you know what that is. YouTube clips. Let's get that. Copyright strike. My favorite. Let's go. You ready? Let's do it. Copyright strike city. Let's go.
Picks me up with the shotgun.
But like,
Let's go.
At least I won 3 rounds. Fact.
Come on, Slash.
I mean, what are you talking about? Come on.
He won 3 rounds?
Say what? No, you didn't win 3 rounds.
You didn't win 3 rounds. You didn't win 3 rounds. Listen, but you won America's heart.
No, what fight were you all
We were
America's
watching that
heart.
fight.
No, you were not.
You don't think that I ordered that fight?
Bro,
I'm texting my boys like, oh, Floyd's just warming them up.
1000%. I put money that I won at least 3 rounds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Drink that.
Bro, you think he won 7 rounds?
I didn't say 7. I didn't say 7.
He said,
Then how many?
I think
How many did Floyd win?
I gave him 9.
But like, dog,
He won. Every
at
round.
least I won 3 rounds. Fact.
That's hysterical. Logan, you're cute. That's cute of you, buddy. I didn't watch the fight in its entirety, so some would say I have no place to speak. But I did watch highlights, and that's all we do nowadays, right, guys? We're highlighters, right? I'll tell you what. I know it's true because a good friend of mine, I showed her the podcast. And she's like, oh, yeah, I want to see the podcast. And I go and I hand her, I type it in on her phone and I hand it to her. And as soon as the intro pops in, she starts skipping. I'm like, you haven't even heard 2 words. This could be the whole show. What if it's not a camera? You don't know. You don't know anything. You're just skipping ahead. Anyway, so point is, prolapse anuses, dude. Am I right? Point is, attention span. No one's got it. It's all this. It's this. Feed me. TikTok. 10 seconds. Nope, too long. 5 seconds. Okay. Nope, not funny. Next. You guys are crazy. Crazy. YouTube Shorts, dude. YouTube had to come up with shorts. Okay? Salute your shorts. Nickelodeon. Let's go.
He picks me up with the shotgun and starts making a break for the door. Well, as soon as he gets to the stairs, they're all icy and wet, and he slipped. And as soon as he did, I had the shotgun. I did hit him in the head 2 times with the shotgun, forced him outside the door physically and slammed it shut. Within maybe 30 seconds, he's back at the door. I go ahead and open the door and ask him what he wants. Whoa. And he says he wants his shotgun back and he'll go away. I had his weapon, so I knew he wasn't gonna do anything. He starts telling us if we just give him the shotgun back, that he'll go away and never come back again. I tell him I'm not giving him the shotgun back. He says he's calling the police.
Oh, yeah?
I tell him, no, I'm calling
Wait,
the
this
police.
guy that invaded you threatened you with police?
Anthony Padilla.
Yeah.
This is the guy from Smosh or whatever. Am I saying that right? Sorry, I didn't watch fucking children's YouTube 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever the fuck. Smosh or something bullshit, right? That's him? Anyway, I'm right.
And I say, I'm calling the police,
His hair's
motherfucker.
a
And I'm standing at the
joke,
top of the stairs with
Not
the,
him.
with the
Him
gun
too,
in my
but
hands.
Padilla.
He picks me up with the shotgun and starts making a break for the door. Well, as soon as he gets to the stairs,
That's the craziest story. Who's Cash? I don't know. Cash is king? Because I don't want anyone to be able to like hack into that and just see me, flexing, and like fixing my wrist. Took me way long to spit that out. Cool. I was trying to make a joke about jerking off. Then I'm like, no, not jerking off. I'm a flip it on him and I'm gonna say, just look at the flick of the wrist, right? Whatever. Anyway, so that's crazy. Home invader comes in and is like, hey guy, I'm home invading, and he's like, no. Cash, who's king, he's like, no. And he's like, yep. And then he slips on the stairs, and the guy grabs the shotgun. Cash, the king, grabs the shotgun, and he's like, no, and closes the door on him. And the guy knocks on the fucking door and is like, hey, I just want my shotgun back. And Cash opens it. Dude, Cash is king. That's the most gangster shit I ever heard. This dude just whooped your ass and fucking was carrying you down the goddamn stairs, but he slipped like a bitch. But still, that's crazy, dude. And then you open the fucking door for him and say, hey, what's up, man? He just he home invaded you. You were invaded in your home. He home invaded you. And he's like, he wants his shotgun back. Dude, that's the best. The ball's on both of these guys. These guys are both king, in my opinion. Good for them. He wanted his shotgun back. He threatened to call the police. Dude, you got robbed by Karen? Karen robbed you? Karen's the only one that would go to rob you, slip on the stairs, drop her shotgun, then you grab the shotgun. She's like, give me my shotgun, I'm going to call the cops. That's the most Karen thing. Karen robbed you? Cool, Cash. Story's not cool anymore. Karen robbed you. Ugh.
Every zoo that I went to in the world, all the gorillas look at me and they go crazy. You can laugh, it's okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so don't move. So
Dude, how'd Logan get Shaq? Shaq, what are you doing, bro? You promised you'd come on my podcast before you went on Logan Paul's. God damn it.
I'll go up to them and like I'll mess with them and like they all come to the glass and they all do this. Every zoo that I went to in the world, all the gorillas look at me and they go crazy. You can laugh, it's okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh.
so don't move.
It's like a live episode.
I'll go up to them and like I'll mess with them and like they all come to the glass and they all do this.
Oh, is this
Every zoo that-
racist? I don't know. I like it. I liked it because I like it. I don't know what to say, dude. I don't even know how to comment on that. So gorillas think Shaq is a big human, or they think he's one of them. I'm not going to say the whole term because that's going to sound bad, especially taken out of context, which everything will be, especially when I'm a billionaire. I whispered billionaire. For those who didn't hear, I whispered billionaire. All right. Every zoo that I go to, the gorillas look at me. That's so crazy. Is that a true story? I don't know. Shaq is a giant fucking dude. He must have a giant hog. Anyway.
This fucking car right there, the fucking car has been it's been following us. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, do you see that? Why does he keep doing that? Fucking car right there, the fucking car has been it's been following us. Like, oh my god, oh my god.
So what happened? Did he get out and murder you? What happened? You can't cliffhang on a short. That's the point. It's short. It's a story. You tell them like that. God, my snaps are so loud. Every time I snap, people are like, do that again. That was really good. I'm like, I know, dude. Even my snaps are impressive. Like, that's fucking crazy. Is that nuts? And my these, whatever you call those, are loud as fuck too. My claps, some of the loudest claps you're ever going to hear. My whistles, that was a bitch one. Okay, fuck that up. It's loud, whatever. Point is, it's loud as fuck. Howdy, neighbor. Sorry. So I open all my windows when I cast, and when I cast the pod, and so I get good natural light, right? But yeah, it's like being at a zoo where all the gorillas stare at me. Yeah, people walk by and they're like, "Oh, this guy, he has a bunch of expensive equipment in his house. Let's rob him blind." No, don't rob me blind or chase me, please. Don't chase me with your lights off.
No safety on this Glock, you know? Ain't no safety on this Glock. And I got a lot of ammunition.
Let's stay away from guns. This is an awful time in our nation. So I know you're just meaning this in terms of boxing.
No safety on this Glock, you know? Ain't no safety on this Glock. And I got a lot of ammunition.
Let's stay away from guns. This is an awful time in our nation. So I know you're just meaning this in terms of boxing.
No safety on this Glock, you know?
That's sort of annoying from the color commentator. But he's white. That's sort of weird. Why do you say that? The guy's he's like being hyperbolic, right? Not even, he's like talking like a metaphor. I'm a Glock. He's not a gun. He's not actually a gun, guy. He's being hyperbolic. He's being metaphorical. Anyway, stupid. Some boxer was a little featherweight. Cameron, you're 6'5". That's right. Oops, I'm a super heavyweight.
How can I help you, sir?
Loretta, you see the man with the briefcase?
Yes.
That's my partner. He has a gun in there. And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, or if you give me any kind of a problem at all, I'm going to look over at my partner and he's going to shoot Mr. Gwendon between the eyes. Take one of those big envelopes and put as many hundreds, 50s, and 20s as you can pack into it. Nothing with bank straps or rubber bands. I don't want any die packs. I don't want any bait money. No bills off the bottom of the drawer, please. Is it your first time being around? You're doing great. Just smile, Loretta, so you don't look like you're being held up. You got a very pretty smile. the 20. Give me the 20. I think that'll do it, Loretta. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. How can
You
I help
too.
you, sir?
Dude, fuck yeah. Oh, no. I just ruined everything, bro.
In midair.
Oh, I know what he's talking about, dude. The greatest move in mixed martial arts history. Dude, it's when fucking Mighty Mouse. I'm actually glad that we passed. Well, let me comment on that just for a moment. So George Clooney's got the dopest voice and that cadence. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that bag and you're going to put 100s, 20s, and 50s in it. That's so dope. He's the shit, man. That's why in Ocean's 11, it was such a cool movie. And him, just the best voice. And he's so suave, right? He's like sharing the screen with Brad Pitt, and you're like, you're focused on Danny Ocean, son. Sharing the screen with Pitt and Damon, son. Pfft, he's a dog, bruh. Fucking Clooney's a dog, bruh. Is this your first time being robbed? Yes. Can I have your number? Yes, I'll leave it in the counter for you. Pimp. Just a pimp. Pimp. Yeah, pimp. Anyway, so this move, I remember this. This is Mighty Mouse. This is Demetrius Johnson. And this might be controversial as well, he might be the greatest mixed martial artist ever. He really might be. He's so fucking good. But because he fights at like 125, they're like, ugh, nobody wants to see your little ass fight. But I do, because he's the most impressive fucking dude. He's such a good fighter. But what they're about to talk about, I know my MMA, so I'm going to tell you before they even show it. He goes to do a suplex, and from a suplex, midair, throws the dude back, and catches an armbar and lands. It's fucking brilliant. How do we know? We don't. Want to watch it for ourselves?
While he's slamming him, catches the arm bar. And he said, I practice that all the time. I'm like, can you imagine being his fucking trading partner? You getting suplexed and armbarred on the way down. Like, fuck. In midair while he's slamming him, catches the arm bar. And he said, I practice that all the time. I'm like, can you imagine being his fucking trading partner? You getting suplexed and armbarred on the way down. Like, fuck. In midair while he's slamming him.
That's not fun at all. Getting suplexed sucks. Getting armbarred sucks. Having someone be able to suplex you into an armbar, it's like, oh, cool, so I'm going to quit mixed martial arts because you're the best, and I'm not. And I never will be where you're at. So, cool. I'm just going to pack my things. It's going to save me $200 a month. So, later, skater. Crazy. Demetrius Johnson, bro. So good. So good.
So, Superbad celebrated its 10th anniversary.
Wait. Michael Cera was on fucking Hot Ones. That's the best. Michael Cera's such an awkward, weird little fuck. I love him, dude. Him in Superbad, when he slaps Rihanna's ass. So he asked her, he's like, hey, can I actually like slap your ass? She's like, yeah, but I'm going to slap your face if you do. For real. And he's like, all right, fuck. Worth it, right? I'm like, I get to slap your ass, Rihanna? Yeah, if I could slap your face. You can punch me in the dick. You can kick me in the balls. You can take all of my money. I'll give you my bank card. My bank card. What am I, 90 years old? Do you have your bank card? Jesus Christ. What do I call it? The Facebook, too? I'm fucking 107 years old. Anyway. My debit card, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Don't call me 90 years old. That's rude. You said it to yourself. Yeah, I know. But by the way, speaking of me being here alone, there's a lot of people that wanted to be a guest. I'm not just saying that. I'm dead ass serious. But I needed to get back to my solo episodes. Because what the show is supposed to be is something that you could just throw on an airplane ride, on a long car ride, on a short car ride, on a medium car ride, on any car ride, any plane ride, any train ride. People train, right? East Coasty train. Yeah, so I want to be able to listen to it and be like, oh, that's my boy. I'm just chilling with the homie, right? Just listen to the homie talk shit. And so I want to maintain that. And if you want to like fall asleep to it, there's not going to be like any loud noises or anything like too abrupt. I try and keep the sound levels like where my voice is. The YouTube clips aren't crazy louder, or, like much louder. So it's, it's about square as Uma Thurman draws a rectangle. For those who get it, you get it. She does it twice. I think that'd be about a square. That was a Kill Bill, the second one. Anyway, and she does a rectangle. It's so annoying. A square is 90-degree angles, man. 4 of them. It's a square. I think that would make us about square. You just drew a circle. Yeah. Oh, no, this had nothing to do with what I was saying. I just draw things in the air. Anyway, Michael Cera, man. Good for him. Good for him being around. His staying power. Anyway, he's in movies, I'm sure. Magic Cactus, what did that come out? 15 years ago? Oh, that's recent. Anyway, he slapped around his ass for real. Worth it. I'd do it. I'd be like, yep. If I could just touch you, you can take my money and my everything. You can live in my house. Please live in my house. Dude, Rihanna's so hot. I think she's so sexy. You know what's fucked up? Is every time I think about her, I think of her bloodied face after Chris Brown fucked her up. What a cuck. What a little shitty soy boy, fuck boy, clown. Unless you want to be on the podcast, then Chris, my boy, let's go. Bro, you can rap, you can dance, you're so gangster, dog. Let's go. But, yeah, if you don't want to be on the podcast, dog, you're a fucking garbage person. You beat up women, bro. That's the bitchest shit in the world. Hitting a girl, I've never hit a girl and I never will. It's the bitchest shit in the world. And I know, like, equal rights and shit. Oh, but we're just as tough as guys. Yeah, okay, but I'm still not going to hit you. Because, nope, my mommy taught me different. She taught me drink a lot and don't hit women. Oh. I'm just kidding. She didn't teach me the first part. Well, not by, like, she taught me by example. She didn't teach me by, like, telling me. She taught me by example. That was rude. I'm kidding, Ma. You're the best. You really are. And I know sometimes you call me and you're like, was I a good mom? Yes, you were. You were a great mom. You were a great mom. Those 5 days that I saw you, I'm kidding. You were around all the time. You were the best. You were the best mom. I had the best family. I was just talking to this girl I work with. I was just telling her, I'm like, I have the best family. Like, I love them. They're my best friends. They're the coolest fucking people in the world. And she's like, I can tell you love them. Like, you just lit up talking about them. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, they're the dopest. I'm like, I was showing pictures. Like, you know how people show pictures of their kids and shit and nobody really cares? And it's like, oh, I even do that now. Not show pictures of my kids because they don't exist. But I'll be like, oh, let me see a picture. Oh, your son. Oh, your newborn. Let me see. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, you think that's what you got to do, right? Just like common courtesy. You don't want to be an asshole. Like, oh, I just had my son. Cool. Anyway, no, you want to be like, a son? Well, let me see him. You don't care, but you got to pretend, man. You got to pretend you care, right? None of us know what the fuck we're doing. We're all just trying to pretend. We're all just out here trying to pretend we know what the fuck we're doing. We don't. Hey, heads up, kids. We don't. Your parents don't know shit. It's all guesswork. It's guesswork, baby. The whole way. The whole way. My parents are still guessing. They're like in their 60s. They're still like figuring out life. Nobody knows shit. Nobody knows shit. I'm 33 and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I make it up as I go. You make it up as you go. Just so you know. So kids, don't listen to your parents. No, I'm kidding. Listen to your parents. Just because we've been through shit. It's life experience, baby. That's it. That's all it is. We've been through shit, so we're like, don't do that. Crack, not where it's at. It's like, but trust, not where it's at. But how do you know? Trust. No, I've never done crack. But I'm open to it. I'm kidding. Mom, I'm kidding. I've never done crack. I won't do crack, I promise. All right, Mom told me to stop drinking. Check. This is real. MMA, check. No guests. Why? Because I got to, Mr. This is for long car rides or plane rides. What does prolapsed anus mean? Whoa, don't need to get there. Anyway, So, two other things that I want to get to. Two little segments, if you will. The first one, it's so stupid. New segment. I don't have a graphic or anything. I need to add that. Yeah, I know. I need to get it. Anyway. So, news segment. I was just reading about this, and it blew my mind, okay? Your boy's got to put on his bifocals so he can read properly, because he wants to read to you properly. All right, so put on your listening ears. The stunning and sobering number of election deniers on the ballot this November. Guys, I can read, I swear. This is actually fucking nuts. So, I don't care where you land on the political spectrum. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, fucking, if you're a goose. I don't know what that means. But you, boo-boo. But just don't be an asshole to people, okay? And don't talk about it at bars, because nobody likes that. You will be shunned, and you will be 86th. By the way, 86th, do you know where that term came from? Yes, no. I can't hear your answer. So I'm going to assume no. Here's where it came from. Vegas, baby, the Mecca. So it came from when you got 86. So now what 86 means is they kick you out and say, hey, you're not allowed back in here, guy. Get out, guy, and don't come back, guy. What it means now, what it means then, that's what it means now. What it means then was when you got 86th from somewhere, or someone 86'd you, they would take you, it was Vegas, right? They would take you 8 miles out and 6 feet deep. 8-6. Pretty dope. 8 miles out, 6 feet deep. Now, if you try and take somebody 8 miles out, you'll be in the middle of Summerlin. And so it's like, oops, this is the suburbs. Vegas has changed tremendously. All right. Anyway, so the stunning and sobering number of election deniers on the ballot this November. Can I not get past the word the? All right, let's try that again. The stunning and sobering number of election deniers on the ballot this November. Boom, slated. So, Gideon Resnick says, you've looked specifically at, says to Amy Gardner, you've looked specifically at 6 states that were key in the 2020 presidential election, namely Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, and Wisconsin. When you look at those states specifically, how many election deniers won their primaries, and what other offices are we talking about here? And Amy Gardner says, my mom just texted me. Was it regarding? Yikes. Anyway, I think she's watching. I've been slicing and dicing the total universe. That's what she says. Okay. I've been slicing and dicing the total universe these last couple of days since all the primaries were completed. God. And I'm finding it's a majority. I got to mute my shit, dude. Put my work mic call. I've been slicing and dicing the total universe these last couple of days since all the primaries were completed, and I'm finding it's a majority in every category. So she's saying the majority in every category are people that deny the 2020 presidential election was was a hoax or stolen. Wow. If you just look at U.S. senators, it's a majority. If you just look at U.S. House races, it's a majority. Jesus, really? If you just look at governor's races, it's a majority. If you just look at Secretary of State races, we only looked at Secretary of State races where that office administers elections, it's a majority. Wow. Which is, again, just a really stunning and sobering find, I think. Hey, that's the title. Former President Trump has taken it on as a personal mission to attack and try to discredit anyone who really actively tries to say it's not true, the election was not stolen in 2020. But, the other reason why it's astonishing is because many election deniers are going to win their general elections in November. And to me, that's the real story. Ooh, she's a real reporter. And to me, that's the real story. That's the meat and the potatoes of it all, she says, probably. What happens then? So let me finish her quote before I jump in on my own. Yeah, so she says, but the other reason why it's astonishing is because many election deniers are going to win their general elections in November. And to me, that's the real story. What happens then? And then she says, the grim reality, in my opinion, is that we've already seen a United States president encourage his supporters to take up arms against the government. And democracy doesn't survive when people believe that they have a right to resort to violence to attain their desired political outcomes. If enough people continue to believe that our elections are not being fairly administered, there will be violence again. January 6th was a beginning. It was not an ending. And I think every American needs to be aware of that. Wow, that's a stunning and sobering look at our elections and this coming November, next month. Fuck, dude. That's wild and sad and sobering and stunning. That's nuts. So the majority of the people on the ballot this November for the midterms, not primaries, for the midterms, are people who denied that the election was on the up and up. They believe it was stolen. That's crazy. And again, wherever you fall on the political spectrum, it's all Gucci. I still love you. You're still family, okay? Because you watch my podcast. Just as long as you're a patron, as long as you sub, like, subscribe, comment, and you're a patron, it's all Gucci, my Gucci. Anyway, that's a stunning and sobering look, if you ask me. Stunning and sobering. Ugly. Stunning and sobering. Very much so. Jeez. New segment. Check. Cool. Where'd you put your pen, though, bro? Found it. Stunning and sobering. That was stunning and sobering. Check. A stunning and sobering look. New segment. Check. Oh, yes. And then my last idea, because I have very few, my last idea was to highlight a single YouTube channel. And every week I'm going to highlight a YouTube channel and be like, this is the bee's knees. This is the business. This is where it's at. Go check out. Blah, 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 right? This week, ladies and gentlemen, actually, you know what? Let me show a little. Let's put a little respect on this fool's name. And let me actually pull up his whole shit, right? Because I got to throw a little respect on this dude's name. Because I've been watching him for a long time. And I think right now he is my favorite channel on YouTube. He's just so dope, dude. He's a lot of fun. Lot of fun. Yeah, I just say shit while I look stuff up, if you haven't noticed. If you have noticed, good job. You're very observant. And I don't know what you want me to do about it. But I'm proud of you. You attaboy? You want an attaboy? You got it. Attaboy. All right, boom. Nuke's top 5. So what he does top 5 lists of ghost videos. And they're so good. Sometimes they're like real people, like top 5 craziest strangers, right? Top 5 craziest real humans, whatever the fuck it's called. He calls it. But it's really a stunning and sobering look at paranormal activity. And it's the best channel. It really is. It's like my favorite shit. And I get horrified. Some of these videos, that'll be next week. It's another scary one. Let me take that note. Oh, it's such a good channel. Okay, I'm just going to say it now. And if you want to look it up, look it up. If you want to wait till next time to look it up, that's fine too. But please look up Nuke's Top 5. It's so good. But another crazy fucking channel, dude, where it's like, oh, ghosts are real, I guess. So we'll live with that fact now, because yikes, is Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. If you've heard of it, you know, and you've already locked all your doors and turned on all your lights. If you haven't heard of it, fucking look it up, dude. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. So he lives in Carmel, Maine, and what does he talk about? Ghosts. So he lives in the most haunted house probably ever. Why does he still live there? Because he has a successful YouTube channel based on it. But yeah, other than that, madness. Sheer madness. It's the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. It really is. It's it's just him in his house and EVPs. So they're it stands for fuck. I just worked a fucking full shift, guys. You know how your boy does. Okay, the podcast never sleeps. We're open when 24/7, dude, because we don't fucking sleep, bruh. That's how we do. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, Ghost of Carmel, Maine. So fucked, so crazy, so terrifying. He has EVPs, which stands for fucking voice phenomenon. Electronic voice phenomenon. Nailed it. And dude, the scariest shit. So not only is there consistent EVPs, just my snaps are so good, I fucking fire. Just boom, boom, boom. But there's also like apparitions. There's one time where he like opens his door, he's like do 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 do, and he goes into his fucking bedroom with his camera. He thinks he heard something, and you see this like creature laying really sort of a little flamboyantly laying like on his bed. But you know how ghosts, they're never just like, what up? They're always like at a weird angle or doing weird shit, right? Well, like in videos we see, right? They're always doing weird shit. So yeah, pretty fucked, pretty nuts, pretty scary. So he's like laying on his bed all like flamboyantly like to the side. And then there's another one where the ghost apparition, whatever, he calls it Shadow Dude. And he's like standing at his window, and it looks like a straight human being at first, like legit, like somebody just broke into dude's house. And Kent is the dude's name, and it legit just looks like somebody broke into Kent's house. You're like, oh, cool, so he's getting robbed. But no, it's like this apparition standing at the window, and then he fucking just like does something and fucking like disappears. It's the creepiest shit, dude. Ghost of Carmel, Maine. And the only reason I bring that up, the only reason I found that fucking channel is because this channel, fucking Nuke's Top 5. What's it called? Fucking Nuke's Top 5. Go check it out. It's fantastic. Anyway, another segment. Check. Boy, killing the game. Ooh, this might be a short episode. Your boy's not tired, because that's crazy, right? Because that would be crazy, right? Because your boy doesn't fucking sleep, right? So that'd be crazy. So, yeah, falls asleep on camera, streams for 15 straight hours. Yeah, pretty nuts. Pretty awesome though. I like being scared. My ex hated scary shit, and I'm like, you're a girl, you're supposed to like scary movies and stuff. Apparently not. But enough about her. She's dead to me. And in real life. No, I'm kidding. She's alive. She lives in Virginia. She's fine. She has all limbs. I didn't break any of her bones. She just broke my heart. No, I'm kidding. I dumped her. But she wanted to marry me and shit. She really did. But you boys got a prolapsed anus. So what are we going to do, you know? Anyway. Michael Cera, what you got from me?
Anniversary last year. Is it true that Christopher Mintz-Plasse pissed off Jonah Hill during the audition? Is there a story there?
Definitely. When he left the room, Jonah was like, no, not him.
What happened?
He was like irritated by him. I think he felt that Chris was like kind of getting the better of him comedically, stopping Jonah, like kind of like blocking Jonah's like funny jabs, which made it so funny. I mean, it made Jonah like double down, and Jonah getting irritated made him funnier. Made Jonah funnier. And Chris just deflected, like he is a guy who does not care. In real life, he's really an admirable guy. He shrugs everything off. He does not care what anybody thinks about him. And that was really apparent. And in an audition setting, that you're like a rock star if you have that quality, you know?
So Superbad celebrated its 10th anniversary last year. Is it true?
Fuck. When you're 90 pounds soaking wet as a grown man and you have a lisp, you better not care what people say, or else you're going to be real hurt all the time. You're going to literally be crying nonstop. So good job, Chris Mintz-Plasse. Good job. By the way, what's with these actors using their middle names? Chris Plasse. There is no other Chris Plasse. You don't have to be Christopher Mintz-Plasse. We don't need the mints. Mince the mints. Stupid. Mince the mints. Right? Cut it down till it's nothing, buddy. Mince the mince. Yeah, we got the joke. You don't have to say fucking cut it down till nothing. We know what mince means. Do ya? Do ya? Mince the mince. Maybe you need some mince. I need a... Dude, I need a soundboard. I've been saying it for days. For days. I need a soundboard. So I could go... And... And another one where it's just like... Dope. I don't know. Some cool like song. Some rock shit. So I'll say something like... Oh... That's my gum. Right? Or how about you have a mint? I need hundreds, 50s, and $20 bills. I don't want any rubber bands. I don't want any dye bags. Right? That's what I need, dude. Oh, fuck. I need George Clooney's voice, and I need a soundboard. Save getting George Clooney's voice. I'll just take the soundboard. I'll take the soundboard. Anyway, cool story. Thank you, Michael Serra. Next. DC and Francis Ngannou. Don't even touch me.
I know, I got it on purpose. Don't ever touch my face. Don't ever touch my face. Really?
Cool, keep texting. Thanks, fam.
Please don't do that. Don't do that. Now I gotta go to the bathroom. Now I gotta go to the bathroom because you tried to punch me. Now I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's how that works. DC, you fucking creeper. Oh, am I on? I thought I did that. Okay, cool. So you're watching me look at my Instagram. No. I'm trying to look at my Instagram. Cool, yeah. Isn't that the best when your face doesn't cut it and it's like, nope, you need to type in your code for some reason this time? It's like, but why? Because nothing's changed, right? Because we're all still the same. So why? It's like, it don't matter why, boy. You do it because Apple asks and you answer. Apple calls, you answer. Bring. Hello? Oh, Apple? Hi, yeah, I knew it was you. That's why I answered. Because when Apple calls, you answer. Because everything in my house is Apple. And if they cut me off, I'd be like, oh, but all my things. But my iCloud. But my iCloud. And they'd be like, yep. All those nudes of your exes, gone. I'm like, what? They're gone? They're like, nope, we just took them. So now you just can't have access to them. We're just watching them. Oh, cool. There's a bug in my house. I'm so glad I left that window open. Fuck yeah, dude. Woo! Woo! Remember I told you there'd be no abrupt, loud noises? Yeah, I'm sorry if you're trying to sleep. Shh, shh, shh. Go back to bed, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Shh. A little ASMR to put you to bed. Shh, shh, shh. Shh, my sweetie. Shh. It's okay. Shh. You'll be okay. Shh, shh, shh. Go back to sleep. Shh. All right, everyone be quiet for like 5 minutes while they go back to bed. Prolapsed anus. Boom. Gotcha. Another abrupt noise. And I said prolapsed anus. You're laughing, dude. You're having a gas. You were thinking you're going to bed. You're having too much fun. We're here having fun. I'm in fucking douche. Cameron, are you super nervous that some of your episodes aren't going to be funny or entertaining or fucking informative? No, that's only my biggest fear. Why would you say? I mean, no, I don't mind. Wait, what? What was the question? Hey, Cameron, are you terrified that that's going to happen? No. Why would you say that? I sounded like Chris from Family Guy. Why would you say that? I'm Seth Green doing a weird voice. Why would you say that? Loish. Hey, Loish. Wow, that was really good. Yeah, I know, dude. I got the goods. I'm talented as fuck. It's so weird. Like, everyone's always like, Cameron, what can't you do? I'm like, fuck, man. Give me a good month to think about that. And I never come up with anything. I'm just so smart and funny and talented and sexy and awesome. It's weird, man. Loish, come here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Me hitting the mic, not so much, but fuck, man. That impression, chef's kiss to that impression. Who else is on that show? Quagmire. Okay, sorry I can't do a woman. Yes, I can. I can do many. So I can't do an impression of a woman. Sorry, Alex Borstein. I can't fucking copy your voice, lady. Who else is there? There's men on that show. Oh, what's his name? Quagmire. Hey, Peter. Giggity gig. Whatever. I don't know. So that's not that good. Whatever. Or it was great. Whatever you thought it was is what it is, right? All right. All right. Giggity gig. I don't know. It was subpar. But if you think it's great, it was great, right? Beauty of impressions is in the eye of the beholder, is what my mommy taught me when she was telling me to drink a lot. Loish. Damn you, vile woman. All right, I'm done trying to do fucking impressions of Family Guy. They're all good. Just know they're all good, and let's move on. Just know they're the bee's knees, and let's move on. Francis Ngannou, Daniel Cormier, cool. 2 former heavyweight champions of the world. Why do I say 2 former? Because they're going to strip Francis because he's not going to be with the UFC very long.
We're talking about falling in love. Have you ever fallen in love, Nadav?
Yes.
Ooh. What were the attributes that person had that made you fall in love? The moment where you went, shit, I think I'm in love. Tenderness, warmth.
It was that poon. She had that poon was so fire. No, I'm just kidding. Sorta. That was her head game was on point. No, I was in love with this girl, and she did a fucking number on me, dude. It's funny because I just got back in contact with her recently. She actually has been watching the podcast, and yeah, she was like, I know I was such a cunt to you, and I was such a cunt back then. I was so mean. And I'm like, no, like I have fond memories, and like I remember a lot of good. She's like, no, I just remember how mean I was and this and that. And she's like, I'm so happy that you can remember good. I'm like, and she's like, I thought you hated me. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, weird. You thought I hated you. Nope, I was just waiting for you to call me again. Excuse me, nope. What you thought was hatred was me just missing you terribly. So that's sweet. Cool. So while you thought I was hating you, I was just waiting for you to call me. Dope. Yeah. Super dope. I remember I dated a girl right after her. And she's like, and she was a beautiful fucking, very cool chick. And she's like, you're still in love with your ex. I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, yeah. She's like, I'm sorry, we can't be together because you clearly are still in love with your ex. And she was right. I was clearly still in love with my ex. Like, very much so. Anyway, those days are gone. If I saw her again, I'd probably get butterflies and fall on my ass and start crying like a little girl. But I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating. Why? Does that have anything to do with her? Is it because I'm talking about her? I'm getting a little nervous? Maybe. I think that's probably 100% what it is. Or maybe it's just hot in my house. Who knows? I hate when my feet rub against the... By the way, my aunt, I know, just hear me out. My aunt was watching my podcast, and she's like, yeah, it was funny until he started talking about his farts. I'm like, what? What fucking podcast is... I hate the word fart. Like, that never happened. I remember there's one time where... Like this. I don't know. A noise down there happened. It sounded like a fart. I'm like, oh god, guys, just so you know, it wasn't a fart. It was my shoe rubbing against my leather couch. That was the only thing I could think of. I'm like, did she really turn it off? Because I was saying, hey guys, I didn't make that flatulent noise. Anyway, thanks, Aunt. I love you though. I do love you so much, and you're so sweet. She lives in Woodstock, New York. Yes, that Woodstock. She does a little bit of the sucking tiny penises. I'm kidding. Please don't get offended by that joke. I was doing a weed thing, like it was a joint, so I had the 2 fingers close together, but I made a joke of tiny penis. Anyway, dude, don't get mad, Aunt Diana. I love you. I love you, Aunt Diana. Don't get mad. Don't think I talk about farts either. I would never fucking bring up a fart in a fucking podcast. I'm not a child. This is a grown-up podcast for grown-ups. We drink wine. We're grown-ups. We're grown-ups. Damn it. As I gingerly sip the fucking wine like a little girl. We're grown-ups. Damn it. Let me be me. And me doesn't talk about farts, bro. I hate the word. I wish flatulence. It's still annoying, but I'm going to use it. I would never talk about it. Anyway, back to my ex. But why? Because I want to talk about my ex. My ex, not my ex. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, so she's listening to the podcast. She'll probably see this. So that's cool. But Joe, that's short for a girl's name. She's not a guy. But if she was, that'd be fine, right? Because what's wrong with dating men? Nothing. If you're a woman. No, I'm just kidding. If you are a guy and you want to date guys, dude, fuck yeah. I wish I could date guys. I wish I had it in me. I'm not even kidding. Cool, thanks. It's because women are so difficult, bro. If I could just be like, hey, I want some head. And like, yeah, no, I want some head too. So I'll do you, then you do me. Yeah, for sure. It'd be so easy dating a guy, bro. And it wouldn't be all these games and shit. Or it would be. Who knows? I don't know. I've never dated a gay guy. I just date women. Women are crazy. But women know they're crazy, right? You guys know, right? You know what you're doing. You know the shit that comes out of your face is fucking Looney Tunes, right? You know that, at least, right? I know men are no cakewalk dating women because we got to deal with your bullshit. And it's not easy because your bullshit's maddening, right? Maddening. Where it's like, oh, do they realize what they're saying is maddening? No, they don't. The answer is you don't. Anyway, I don't want to watch more YouTube clips. Now I'm just thinking about my ex. It's getting obnoxious. Now I'm thinking about my ex and my ex-ex. I was thinking about my ex-ex. Now I'm thinking about my ex and my ex-ex. And my ex-ex-ex. Now I'm thinking triple X. Now I'm thinking about porn. I'm just kidding. I do want to stop watching porn. Yeah. I'm just going to throw that out there. I want to stop watching porn. I think it's unhealthy. When you do anything 40 times a day, I'm kidding. I just wanted to get to that joke. That's it. And that's all, guys. But yeah, my ex, man, I don't know. It's like what else? When I had my brother on the podcast, like talking about how he's just a fan of nostalgia porn. Anything that is a callback to something that was beloved when he was young. It's like, oh, fuck, dude. Yes. Like, you got him. If you're a Marvel movie and it's Thor, Love and Thunder or something, and you talk about Iron Man or something, he's like, yes. You got him. You got my brother. He's easy like that. Me, not so much. I need a little more. I need some substance. Thor, Love and Thunder actually let me down quite a bit. I'm like, Christian Bale is going to be the dude. Christian Bale as a villain is going to be genius. But I also thought Cate Blanchett as a villain was going to be genius. And she was okay. She was better than Bale. But still, like, I don't know. Taika has underdeveloped villains. Yeah, and it's so funny because Christian Bale played Batman. And Batman's villains, his rogues gallery is like, they outshine him, right? Joker's doper than Batman. Riddler's cooler than Batman. Bane is doper than Batman. Just because they have these cool backstories and shit. Batman has a cool backstory, but we know it, right? We've seen it. We're over it. Joker, tell me his backstory. You don't even know. Was he Arthur Curry, this comedian? Arthur Curry, right? Yeah, Tim Curry's the guy from... Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Arthur Curry, something like that. Whatever the fuck. Nope, that's Aquaman. Cool. Wrong universe. Yay! Anyway, Arthur Curry. Yeah, that's fucking... Right? Yeah, that's Aquaman. Anyway, I get so much shit wrong. When I watch these podcasts back to see, like, you know, how good it was, I'm like, oh, I was wrong about everything. Like, my brother said fraternal twins. I'm like, paternal. He's like, yeah, anyway, fraternal. I'm like, oh, yeah, fraternal. That's right. I don't know. It's hard, man. When you know that green light staring at you and it's like, hey, you're recording. This shit's live, my guy. It's like, fuck, yeah, okay, yeah, it is live, yeah. Yeah. Some pressure. A little bit. Pressure, a little bit. It's okay. Anyway, so my ex watches this, and I got in contact with her, and we were talking, and we haven't talked in years. When we broke up, she said, the only way I could truly get over you and stop, like, actually break up with you which she felt she needed to do for herself. She needed to find herself and whatever. Cool. I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling you guys. And she's like, she'll probably hate the fact I'm telling everybody this shit, but anyway, whatever. She's like, the only way for me to truly be like, is I can't talk to you because you're good with your words and you'll fucking sweet talk me into getting back with you or whatever you want. I'm like, oh, cool, you figured me out. So that sucks. Awesome. All right, cool. Yeah. No, of course. Talk. Why would I want to talk to you? I just love you. But yeah, cool. Anyway, so that was dope. And then my ex, that's a whole new can of worms. We'll talk about that in another episode. Guys, we hit an hour. Everyone tells me your podcasts are long as fuck. I'm like, yeah, because your boy's got a lot to talk about. He's got a lot of good shit he's got to say, right? You know how hard it is for me not to say the goods every 4 seconds? Because it's the best thing, and I say it all the time now. And so I just want to be like, yeah, your boy's got other goods, but I can't because I don't want to burn it out, right? Because you don't want to burn stuff out. Dude, if I could make a recommendation to everybody out there, break up with your girlfriend. Buy a nice mic, hook some headphones up, and just listen to yourself. Because actually, the guests I've had on, they've all been like, do I fucking sound like that? I'm like, yeah, you sound just like that. What? You think you talk? They're like, no, that's how you sound. That's how you sound always, every day, always. You think you sound cooler or different in your head? You don't. You sound like that. That's how you sound. I know how I sound. So, I'll hear myself in a recording. I'll be like, yep, that's me. I don't know. Maybe at one point I was like, oh, I sound like that? Ugh. I don't think so. Maybe. Who knows? I've lived a long life, kids. So maybe at one point I was like that, and I did feel like that way. But no, I just love hearing my own voice. And especially when I podcast, you got to talk with your chest. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. You got to talk with your fucking chest. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I'm ending this podcast. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I feel like that happens at the end of every podcast. That's where I know my limit's coming. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm starting to say some silly shit. Starting to do some silly shit. Starting to lose my mind a little bit. Yeah, so that's when I cut the cord. We've been live for an hour and 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Woo! That went by quick, dude. I could probably bust out another hour, but I'm going to see how these short episodes go. By short, I mean still a fucking hour. But what do you think it's going to be, a 10-minute episode? Why would I fucking waste my time with a 10-minute episode? Dude, my family is blowing up my phone right now. Blowing up my phone. Let's just read, out of context, one message. This is probably going to be a bad idea. All right. Can't put the jelly on the donut. What? Once the genius out the bottle. Oh, my Jared. My brother's so stupid. Once that cat's out of the bag. Once that genius out of the bottle. Oh, he's just doing a bunch of... Okay. So he's just doing a bunch of terms that mean the same thing. Can't put that jelly on the donut. He means like back in the donut. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Look at those bad mofos that paid for World War II. Oh, God, it's political, of course. My mom's involved in the group chat, so of course it's political. Sack lunch. No. Dude, my sister's so fucking funny, bro. She did the meme from fucking Wedding Crashers. Sack lunch. She's so stupid, bro. Look at this shit. This is fucking hysterical. You gotta see it with the fucking thing, right? Oh, can you see names? Fuck. Whatever, bro. It's funny, and it says, no, sack lunch. Anyway, I don't know why she said that, again, out of context. But fucking hilarious. But fucking, it's hilarious. Anyway, that's my cue. I gotta piss real bad, too, so I think it's all good timing. I usually try and pee before the cast, but I guess I forgot. I was too busy. I got home and I was like nervous. I was nervous to cast, guys. I'm like, it's my first solo episode in like fucking couple weeks. You know, your boy, he knows he's got the goods, but like, yeah, fuck, he gets a little nervous. Anyway, so there's that. So Joe, I hope you're listening. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Jess, if you're listening, I hope you enjoyed the cast. My ex, not my brother's girl. So we were both dating girls named Jessica at the same time, which is funny. I'd be like, "Hey Jessica, you bitch," and his girlfriend would be like, "What?" And my girlfriend would be like, "Yes." No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's time. That's my cue. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast that never sleeps. Cool. Well, I don't know why it's making noise now. Do not disturb for the next fucking 10 seconds, please. I love you guys more than life in itself, but I got a wife that's determined to make my life live in hell, but I handle it well. Given the circumstances, I'm dealt. And you mean the world. I appreciate you. I love you. All my friends who watch this shit on the regular, you're the best. Next episode will be on Monday, and I will have a guest. And you guys rock. I love you. Stay safe. Stay gay. I don't know. I'm out of things to say. I'm tired, guys. I love you. Peace out. And world peace and stuff like that. So, whatever. All right. Laters.